What does legacy mean to you? When you hear the word legacy, what does that mean to you? What comes to mind? You wealthy first daughters? Are you first daughters who are the first ones to achieve this, the first ones to get something, the first ones in your generation to break and venture into certain territories? What do you think about you women who are doing so much with your lives and accomplishing so much with your lives? What do you think about like you immigrants who have left the comfort of your homes, your birthplaces, and moved continents, countries, towns, cities, states to seek better? What do you think about when you think about legacies? For me, legacy means many things, and today here we are here to decipher what that means for each of us and the different ways in which that interprets on one hand. And for me, I am curious and I'm interested, and it's a passion of mine to not just rewrite the story that was handed to us, but to write a story forward for the next generation. So let's dive into it.
Welcome to Livable Legacies.
Welcome to Livable Legacies. Okay, so we have 4 points to define legacy and to define systems that build those legacies. So 1, it's moving from, for me, it's moving from individual success to generational success. It means we have done so much, and you have done so much to get where you are, right? You have sacrificed, you have had the resilience to get to where you are. You had the fortitude to defy odds. You have had the fortitude to defy bias and to rise above it and to be resilient. One of my bosses recently asked me, Rose, what do you know, where does that resilience come from? And it put me on a reflection path to define where that resilience comes from, and what to do then after we become that resilient and you've defined by and you've gone against all odds to get to the place where you are right now, to stand and accomplish the things that you have right now, and the breadth and depth of the wealth that you have generated up until now. What it has taken to get to the success that you have now, to define that is success. But let us move beyond that individual success, beyond that individual recognition, and move towards building systems, build portfolios, build intergenerational portfolios that live beyond you, live beyond me, and serve more generations to come, right? We're talking about investment portfolios. We're talking about businesses that can be inherited by our children and their children. It means building those LLCs, those S-corps, and layering the trust on those S-corps so that we are handling our taxes accordingly. It means we are layering in trust to layer in processes of succession. It means we are operating our families and our environment like boardrooms, like companies, if individual standalone businesses in the family, and that the family members each understand roles. So now we are that means you're moving from individual personal success and what it has taken for you to be here, and how good it feels like, right, to be where you are, to what will your children have, what will your children's children have, and how can that system sustain itself. You're calling that generational systems, right? Okay, so that's 1, from individual success to generational systems. Okay, number 1. Number 2, we're moving from material wealth to value-based wealth. Okay, material wealth to value-based wealth. I was laughing because someone once told me, not once, just recently told me, oh, it is not about the material things. All these things, we will die and leave them here. What? We will die and leave them here. They're just material things. And I had a hard time of convincing this person that we should live for the spirituality. And I had a hard time of convincing this person that nothing is more spiritual than the material things. I believe wholeheartedly, tell me in the comments if you believe that nothing is more spiritual than the material wealth, okay? So, but moving from that material wealth based, the house, the businesses, the cars, the shopping, and moving from that to values. What are those values that got you to get that material wealth? Now, build that into a system. I'll tell you how I'm doing this. How I'm raising my kids. One of the things, and it's a hustle, it's a hurdle, and it's a thing. Supporting my children in understanding that it is not so much how many clothes you have, how much jewelry you have, how much material things you have that define you, or that account that should make you feel confident. It is the inside, the values that get you to those things. Is that you should be okay with a plain t-shirt versus a t-shirt that says Gucci, or I don't know what other labels there are out there that are supposed to be the thing or markers of having success, whatever those are. So it's from like you're okay with the material and you're okay without the material. Knowing that you can get the material stuff is with itself enough, and that value that it is not just the material, also the values is important. That's on one facet of it, because when it boils down to it, if you have the money and you don't have the meaning behind the money, then it gets lost, right? There has to be a meaning attached to the money. What does the money mean to you? What do those resources mean to you that you have accumulated over the years? What do those mean to you? Whatever that means to you should have a value. For example, is it just so I can dress nice, so I can do this, so I can do that? Or is it to serve other people? And the thing that I'm also doing with my life and my kids is to build a culture of service. Yes, you have it. You're so blessed. You are so fortunate to have this. You are blessed more than to have your cup full. So use it to serve others. And that's a way to show gratitude. That's one. Number two, gratitude is a big thing in my household, and very important for me, for the children to understand that because it brings you to a place of humility. It brings you to a place of humility. Also, it brings you to a place of appreciating what you have and having compassion for those who don't have what you have, and for having compassion for those who have what you don't have, right? And it brings a degree of humility. So that's gratitude too. 3, discipline mindset. For the discipline to choose something, pick something, work at it, and get to do it, complete it when it's comfortable and when it's not comfortable, when you feel like doing it and when you don't feel like doing it. So building systems and values that enhance discipline of a thing, of anything. When my child decides, okay, I'm going to play band and play the trombone, have the discipline and consistency to show up for yourself and for your team members who are depending on you consistently. That's discipline. One of my kids has decided to play tennis, or one of my kids has decided to get into musical theater. Get the discipline, keep that discipline of showing up over and over again for yourself and keeping the track, whether it's comfortable, whether you feel like it or whether you don't feel like it. So that's 4. The other one is mindset. And if you know me, you know I'm always about mind over matter, always. Mindset, and inculcating the values and the mindset that it took for you to get from where you are to get to where you are right now, and bringing those values into the legacy that you're building, right? And I get it. a lot of us probably came from a place of trauma. No, we're looking to heal that trauma, and then we are also looking to pick the good things about those values that help put us to where we are and passing that along to the next generation. So pick the values that made you successful. For instance, for me, one of those is resilience, and number two is just plain old stubbornness. You cannot tell me that because I'm a woman I cannot do this or I cannot do that. You can find something else to convince me. That will not be the thing you convince me with. That's one. Two, that it is within that as long as we are alive, this life is free. You can have it. If you want it, you can have it. Just learn and find how to make it happen, and then it happens. You can make it happen. So can-do mindset, will-do mindset has pushed me a very long way, and to know that even though I'm afraid, I am still showing up to do it anyway. So, and enough of that. Three, we're moving from silence to storytelling. And if you're one of those who are raised like me, I was raised by, our parents were sacrificing a lot in silence, and not telling the stories and their journeys and just bearing everything in silence. Me, I talk, number one. And number two, not just talking, but telling the story. So my children understand what the story took to get me there, documenting those stories, bringing them along in those journeys and those stories. So storytelling is a big piece of it. And here is.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Rose's youngest, and I have a message for you. It's about my channel. I have a YouTube channel called Lexi's World, so make sure to subscribe. Love y'all, you're all the best.
Hey.
Also subscribe to Livable Legacies. It helps out a ton.
Alright. Alright, so this is what I mean when I say bring the children along to the story. They see their mom doing this, they also get to do their own thing, and they're learning in the process and sharing that. They're seeing the struggle, what it takes to record. They're seeing the struggle of what it is taking to get views and likes, and what they need to do to tweak in their channels to get likes, and coming up with ideas and things to do. Document the roadmap for them and for yourself, so that you have a place to look back and reflect upon, right? So number one, we're not sacrificing in silence. We are talking about the journey. We're telling the children and our environments what it has taken for us to be where we are. Number three, we are documenting the roadmap. We are sharing with our children the struggles and the triumphs, especially that it has taken to get to where we are. And then the other thing is we are allowing the children to come along with us in the journey of building it and of raising it and standing up those fortitudes and walls and standing up those boundaries. We are bringing the children along, and they are watching us as we go through this, and as we are raising this, they are watching this. And again, this forces us, again, because we're bringing our children along, we're thinking strongly about what kind of traumas that we have inherited that we need to heal, and then take a conscious decision to seek therapy, find a way to heal from those, find a way to not dump that down to the next generation, and have that the next generation live from a healed position. Okay, so number 4, and finally and not lastly and not least, we're moving from short term to long term change, right? And by this I mean we are moving from that individual one-off donations, from someone needs this, you've sent money, somebody else needs the other, someone's school fees is like this, those one-off things that my brothers or my sister's kids need this, my aunt is in hospital, blah blah blah. Those one-off donations and one-off handouts is just there's no way to account for it. And I'll tell you this, all of my life I have done this. I've supported my family in one way or another, from my direct family to my extended family. You people who know me, you know this. But the other day someone asked me, Rose, you've worked for so many years of your life, what do you have to show for it? Well, the thing is, I have educated people, I have put my foot on the door for people, I have supported people in getting a leg up to get them off to be independent, but there is no name. My name is not, they pass through my door and go and do well, but there's no name, there's no system, there's no identification, it's not institutionalized. Why? Because those are those one-off things, here, there. No, form institutions. Take a path and stand on it. Build an institution through which your giving is going to be your giving is going to be channeled through. For example, I've just helped my daughter set up an organization to support young children, elementary school children, stay in school in the Lake region in Lake Victoria. It's called the Harambe Club. Please check it out on Instagram. She has her page there. That's my oldest daughter. And with this process, what she's doing, she's collecting school supplies. She's running GoFundMe programs to raise money for school uniform, shoes for children. So what are we doing? We're institutionalizing giving, and it's created for 501c. And for me as a mother, that's a pathway for me to, number one, generate support and channel donations towards, and that will be the cause for change that we as a family are rallying behind. That's one. So what I'm saying is, your legacy needs to extend beyond your household. Okay, it needs to extend beyond your extended family. Okay, you need to institutionalize it. And joy is free out there, you know, it's just free. To be able to share that, I think is meaningful to us. And so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please take time, subscribe, press the subscribe button, share with a friend, and with the next episode. All right, be limitless. Be limitless.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest content. I'll catch you in the next one.